Tranquil mind finds a shelter where no anger, hate, shedding blood. Gunfire seeking safety under humanity. There is love, friendship, and unity. No more war and violence and rape for peace. No more war and violence and rape for peace.
Now I am requesting to come Zainatul Abdul Rahman. Please come on, Zainatul Abdul Rahman.
Assalamualaikum and good night. Twig Conference 2021 for the Interreligious and Intercultural Dialogue. Greeting to Mr. Nurul and Mr. Munir for the Munir's Masjid Foundation for the Arts and Culture, and to all the professor and the scholar. Today I'm from Malaysia. In our discourse of an intellectual, I bring you to the title Unity in Malaysia Through Religion and the Culture. Environmentally, socially, and economically, the globe has grown more vulnerable in the recent years. As a result, the future is both dangerous and promising. To go ahead, we must acknowledge that despite the beautiful diversity of the culture and life forms, we are one family with a shared destiny as a sovereign state. As a result, it is unavoidable and essential that we band together to build a sustainable country based on the respect for the environment, our fellow people, and traditions of peace and togetherness. To this purpose, we must actually proclaim our duty to one and another, to the largest community of life and future generations, mainly via the practice of our faith. And the racial solidarity should be fostered via culture and religions. And the racial unity or practice as a national unity in Malaysia can be described as a condition in which her citizens from various ethnic groups and beliefs like Malay, Chinese, Indian, and other indigenous tribes live in a peaceful and one united nationality, whilst giving total commitment to the national identity based upon the federal constitution and the Rukun Negara or the national principles. To strengthen this national unity among the different ethnic groups, the government and the NGO or non-government organization makes their initiative by giving campaign and education to the citizens, and building social activities amongst them. These well-planned and practical initiatives include establishing festive open house, for example, One Malaysia concept, and a cultural fair since the independent day of Malaysia from the British colony in the 1957. These programs have actually promoted unity amongst Malaysians by the interchanging visits of multi-ethnic folks home, for example, during the Eid al-Fitr or Eid al-Adha, Chinese New Year, Deepawali, Gawai Day, and Keamatan Festival. Open house have been widely organized and arranged until to the state and national level, where all of the races attend and celebrate without doubt, anger, or even anti-racial. Local and interstate communities will dine together in a spirit of neighborliness. Close ties in a multi-ethnic relationship will give the communities familiarity and broader knowledge of their adjacent neighbors and the further enhanced racial integration. A cultural fair is a technique of promoting unity in Malaysia through culture. The culture fairs are organized to encourage and strengthen harmony, unity, and tolerance amongst the various races. Popularly hosted cultural fairs include creative ethnic dance, for example, competition, old songs or medley contests, or even the traditional cultural show from Sabahan people. At the national level, the cultural fairs are hosted in an open place such as Merdeka Square, Central Market, and Stadium Bukit Jalil. Malaysia and tourists watch and over time have been exactly entertained by the colorful performance. Yeah. And performance from the cross cultural dance, acting, singing, or of which comprising Malay, Indian, Chinese, and also the Aborigines. Here, the various cultural susceptibilities are observed and by all means praiseworthy because all races are mutually understood, loved, and respected. Yeah, meanwhile, in the One Malaysia concept, for example, is used to lead to political stability, economic growth, and social enhancement for all Malaysians. There are 8 values of this One Malaysia concept, including the culture of high performance, accuracy, knowledge, innovation, integrity, strong will, loyalty, and wisdom. Here, the government has been committed to carrying out a transformation program as its main agenda based on approaches and the philosophy of One Malaysia, where it emphasizes the quote of people first, performance now. You see? Though not all of them are successfully implemented and practiced, but the instilled concept have been gradually used throughout Malaysia until today. Okay, unity through understanding diverse religions and cultures practice can be fortified via education, such as a vision school concept, teachers' role at the school and at the education system. The vision school concept, which is a part of the One Malaysia establishment, involves putting a national school and other vernacular schools together at the same site to share the common facilities. The proximity between the students of various races and organized activities between the schools, like canteens or libraries and the sport fields, for example, will encourage more significant interaction between them and foster unity. According to the studies, students who have been a part of a vision school can contribute more to the country when they grow up because of their strong bonding with each other who come from different beliefs and cultures. Okay, throughout many years, teachers in Malaysia have also played significant roles in encouraging racial understanding with their students. This includes teaching by the example, like showing a good attitude and becoming role models. You see, the government to foster unity through education are by the standard use of a single national language, of which is we call it here Bahasa Malaysia, as well as building and sustaining a common syllabus and curriculum. Through conversation between groups with various belief systems, nationalities, cultural and civilization backgrounds, religion may exist foster unity. The focus on moderation in Malaysia is a good and welcome trend. Nevertheless, it remains a top-down strategy that necessitates a continued dependence on administrative power. Although suit to those in power, it has promoted sustainability or long-term unity amongst the citizens. Another action is the interfaith dialogue that has been scheduled recently in Malaysia, not only dwelling upon theology matters, but it is also a discourse that goes beyond the stating of two opposing facts in a civil manner, for example, rather than a discussion where everyone's opinion tolerates. Yeah. Okay, to summarize, Malaysia is bound together not just by a culture, patriotism and government efforts also, but also by a shared understanding of many faiths. To maintain unbreakable unity, however, the governmental institution must give the real autonomy to specific groups to meet their unique circumstances and social, culture, and economic needs. That's all from me. Sharing from Malaysia. Thank you, Olive Twig Conference, for this invitation. Multicultural diversity. Hopefully, we can, all of us, build the bridge between cultures and promote the goals of the culture of peace together. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
May I just say something to Dr. Shahida, just for a moment?
Yes, please.
Dr. Shahida, first of all, I had to really commend you on your eloquence in English language, which is really not so much to be made to be seen, outside the UK. Secondly, having been to Malaysia for the World Philosophy Day twice as an invited speaker, I've had only a few from all over the world, 1920 and 2019, I must say that you gave us really a very eloquent and witty anatomy of the integration, cultural integration of various racial tribes and racial groups indeed in Malaysia. And indeed, I had witnessed it myself from the very few days experience I had. You really have pictured it very elegantly and wittily. And I really look forward to going back to your country again. Your words actually reminded me of my friend's Professor Hado N, spirit account of how cultures and religions could be integrated in Malaysia after the British occupation, and how much this has gone a long way towards improving the country's welfare. So I just want to thank you and say to everybody that what she said really reflects a very truly and spirited account of how things stand in Malaysia at the moment. Thank you again. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Malaysia,
Sir, Malaysia.
Thank you for that compliment, Dr. Stephen. Please come again to Malaysia after finishing.
Thank you, Mr. Stephen, for your good realization. And
I look forward to visiting your country again.
Now